I could spend...
You'll have to do whatever you said you were going to do.
Oh, that's fine. I'm recording. We're in a little nook in a wall. With a castle laid out before us. This would have still been probably considered inside, I assume. Should we crawl up to the top of that hill? We could do that.
There's a doorway, because I saw some people come out. They were just standing right there.
Oh, that would be fun. We can at least crawl up to the top of the hill. Look down across the way here. I think I could spend a week here. So they said there was be rooms for around 200 people right through here. Of course, this was, I guess, the outer wall, because this is the way that supplies were brought in from the lake, which, of course, again, Oliver Cromwell and his cronies drained. But right at the bottom of this would have been a lake. They would have rowed boats right up here and gone down there, so the lake would have been that shallow. It would have went way over there. Look, there's a wild dog with a collar. And then they would have brought the supplies up and over and into that little tiny door right there and into the kitchen, which we've been at before. And I think we should still go that way. Or do you want to walk around? Okay, go around first and then we'll hit the stuff in the middle. I'm with you on that. Here's a beautiful holly tree. I'm going to take the small camera. Cheryl is shooting a million great pictures with the big camera. Oh my. It's just not enough. Yeah, I'll get out of the way. A lovely fireplace. They are open. Very snoop on a couple of them. Oh, still recording. I think that's open, I won't know. And then the palace sat above you.
Oh, do we charge the batteries for her?
I have extra batteries in the case. So yes, I did. Oh my, how pretty is this? Of all the castles we've been to so far, I have to say, I'm sure there's some great ones. Dover was an amazing one. Caernarfon would be great. Windsor was very gorgeous, somewhat disappointing. Yeah, it could have been. This was the outside wall. So yeah, it would be a little huddle area, maybe even for the troops. This place is so beautiful. Robert Dudley outdid himself. Over there, he built that for... So Queen Elizabeth I came here, how many times they say? About 28 times? That's a lot. She came to Kenilworth. She liked it here. But she did complain about the lodgings, so he heard of her complaints. And so he built her this little area over here. It's the last... Know what they said? It was the last part that was built. So he built her lodgings right there. This is where the Grand Hall was. We'll take you up there. You imagine the women in their big, huge dresses and their bazooms pushed way up high with their corsets and just dancing the night away to an orchestra. It was Probably pretty cool. Doesn't take very hard to imagine in this place. Pretty nifty. I like it. I do too many videos and I fill up my phone. I don't even know if you guys watch the videos, but I don't care. I like them. There's the Great Hall again, where they would have done dancing. Kitchen's on the other side. Look at these two towers here. You know, architecturally, this thing is just so amazing. Surrounded by the outside wall. Completely defensible. Again, Cromwell and them all. And there's her staterooms. We're going to kind of walk around part of the perimeter, but yeah, so there's the hall. I wonder what these big old windows. Yeah, I'm just imagining that there was some windows here. It looks like there was at least one there, if not one here. That was the easy part to tear down. They would have left it as is. Imagine how pretty red this was, right? So the drawbridge, well, the way in, right, the walled way in was down there. So if you were a knight in 1200, you're coming to the Red Castle. Of course, a lot of this wasn't here at the time. The Norman keep over there would have been. Walls were. Oh, it's so difficult just to walk around. Oh, look, yet another fireplace. Out of nowhere. That's where the soldiers could walk. It's extremely breathtaking. You know, some of this was here, right? And he put the windows in. The murder holes he left the kind of way they were, but he put the windows in. Of course, this building right here he built. He built all of that. He being Robert Dudley. Well, of course he didn't do it. He hired people to do it, but it was his money. And last time we told you about how King George III, that Americans loved so much, loved to tax everybody to death. And one of his taxes is he used to tax you on how many windows you had. So this part was probably still in use in the 1700s, so they blocked in the windows, and that's where the term daylight robbery came from. Yep, she found me. I have no idea what this is. Like I said, for all I know, it could be the bathrooms. Although they had some sort of deliveries there. It was used. Of course, it could have been where they were scooping the poo out. I don't know. Beautiful archway. On either side, these lovely buttresses holding all this up.
I bet it was a delivery, like maybe ice or something.
I don't know if they really did ice. They had technology back then to do ice. Ice has been able to make ice. Has been around for a long time. This could have been, but the food stuff is way over on the other side. But you had the waterway was just down the way here, on the wall. So yeah, no telling. Whatever it was a little hole.
Here.
What's that? You're silly. Crazy ass kids over here. Elizabeth's stuff. Little guard gateways. Of course, they didn't have the rebar in there for them. And that would have been overlooking the lake. The lake would have been right here. Several feet deep. Oh my. What a beautiful place. Huh? I have to say, Windsor Castle's got nothing on this. I don't care what anybody says. Huh? It was pretty. So this was her favorite place, too. Huh? That's what it said on one of the things. There's another. And there's teenagers. They're lovely wherever you go. Another place, and of course the soldiers could walk the ramparts right along the top. Elizabeth's quarters. We're gonna go get some tea. I need some. Maybe some water. The only bathrooms are over there. And then there's the Norman Keep. Just pretty as you can get. Just beautiful holly trees. There's the ramparts. Walk across the top of the wall. Soldiers at the bottom of the wall. Watching over, making sure there's no invasion forces across the across the water. And of course, there's be the gatehouse over there. And this is Leicester's building. Again, the newest structure. In 1571, it's built explicitly for the Queen, and she stayed there quite often. Before we get all the way up in there, we're going to go down here, get some tea. What? You gonna boost me up there? I probably get yelled at for being up there. There's a gateway right down there. It boost me up there. Would be fun to walk those, walk that wall. Would it not? Probably is where the stairs were. Heading into the palace, well, this whole thing is a castle. Well, I don't know what you call the inside here, the palace. Huh? So what if you squirt out? What if there's a gate down there? But she said it's well worth the walk.
After we do this, we'll head that way.
Yep, got told by one of the locals we had to go see a quaint English village. Those houses and go past the pub. I don't know, it's a vowel sound I don't quite get yet. But anyway, had to go past the pub. And then right around the corner in here in this lovely little street. Wonder what this was. Besides gorgeous, this whole thing is just... So we're going to start over here this time. We didn't get to go here last time. This is the inner court. So, according to the sign, so you get the three men that influenced Kenilworth. You have Geoffrey de Clinton and his beautiful Norman keep, which will be the last thing we go to. Right across the way, we have John of Gaunt, and this is his over here, where the ballroom was. And then over here you have Robert Dudley and his beautiful staterooms for Elizabeth. Oh, this place is so breathtaking. You're just not a bad picture. This is one of those places you can't really get a bad picture. Can you? And it just makes you just want to explore everything. What's four-wheel? So there would have been a wall that came across right there. Magnificent Norman keep. Just the mass of that thing. The sheer mass. Now, if I remember, the windows were something that Robert put in. Watch my time. I don't like to post videos longer than 3 or 4 minutes. They take forever to go. Very nice.